Another very rare SpongeBob episode is the SpongeBob House Party episode. I wouldn't even be surprised if some people on here, never heard of this episode before. I just had a TikTok about the paper episode of SpongeBob, which is a pretty rare episode that didn't air that often because it was attached to the Valentine's Day episode. But this house party episode is a bit different. The full title is Party Pooper Pants, and it's just a special episode. Naturally, the episode is about SpongeBob hosting a house party and everything goes wrong, but there's also a Patchy segment of the episode where he's hosting his own house party that he invited SpongeBob to, but SpongeBob didn't get the invitation because the ink on the invitation washed off in the water. I think just because this episode is a special, it just very rarely aired on TV. I mean, the Caveman episode is a special too, but that one is a lot more iconic. So for some reason, that one got shown on TV a lot, but this house party one kind of was just on the side. But it was big enough to get McDonald's toys and get its own special DVD releases and all that sort of stuff. Apparently one DVD version of the episode is slightly different because they cut out a commercial break line, which is interesting. And apparently without the Patchy the Pirate segments of this episode, the actual animated SpongeBob episode is only 14 minutes. So that basically means that even though it's not directly half and half, it's kind of segmented in and out Patchy SpongeBob, but basically this episode is half Patchy and half SpongeBob. There was also a piece of background music used in this episode that was lost media for a little while. People couldn't find the full version of it, but I think pretty recently they did end up discovering that. So do you remember this episode? Do you happen to have a theory or an actual reason for why this isn't really aired that often? Because again, it doesn't tie into a holiday. They just kind of did this goofy little special, and it's not even a celebration. It's not the 100th episode or anything like that. I think it would seem like that would be the reason why it got such a special treatment, but it's kind of just an episode.